All right, here we are taking a look at the Mcfarlane Toys Space Marines 2 Titus, or Titus. So, right off the bat, something that I realized with this figure upon opening it, it is not Joy Toy. Let me just say that now, because I know some people are going to want that kind of comparison. This is Mcfarlane. This is not Joy Toy. And it's not that I don't think this figure is done well or good. It's just that the Joy Toy figures have a budget that gives them a lot more engineering details, paint. And this figure is done with the, I guess, that domestic in the store, like it's not gonna have, it's detailed, don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna show what I'm talking about. There's even some things that it does that Joy Toy doesn't even do, but this is not Joy Toy. This is definitely Mcfarlane. This is definitely, it's still collector, oriented, but, and I'll just start with the figure. So starting with the helmet here, I think that looks good. I don't really have any issues with how this looks. Of course, some of you are going to realize what I mean by just the overall paint. Like, you can tell where there should be some color, like that should probably be like silver or something, or chrome or whatever. But again, this figure is $32. If that even. I think it's like $29.99. So put his arm down. I don't think it's a bad figure at all. I do not think it's a bad figure at all. As you can see, there are certain sculpt details that you don't even get stuff like that with Joy Toy. Scratches, marks, actual damage. I'm pretty sure even when the Joy Toy one does come out, which I think is this month or next, it's not going to have certain details like that. Now, either way, I think it looks good. I contemplated on keeping it or not, but I'm going to keep this one. I like the character Titus. I think this is a pretty good representation of him, but I will be getting the Joy Toy one too. So I'll definitely be doing a comparison, unfortunately. But again, I understand what I purchased here. So I don't expect Mcfarlane to do Joy Toy. He just can't. So I think the face sculpt is alright. I don't think it's bad. I mean, I know some people were, kind of put off by that, but I don't think it's bad at all. I think it does pretty good. Go through the articulation. This right here is something that it does better than Joy Toy. Yeah, those shoulder pauldrons, a lot of time they clash with everything. Yeah, double jointed elbow. Gonna get you about that far. And again, this is a Space Marine. I don't expect him to be, Spider-Man flexible or anything. But yeah, see, you got rotation in the wrist. Let me see if I can. It's a pain to do this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, I can't get it. I can get it to flex, but let me see. There we go. Yeah. And of course, you can rotate it, flip it around. But yeah, I think if you just want a representation of this character on your shelf and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on it, this is good. Legs kick out about that far. Double jointed. You got your foot. Yeah, it's not crazy articulated at the foot, but that's good enough. All right, that's good enough. And you got soft goods. not the best thing in the world, but it's soft. But yeah. So overall, I don't think it's a bad figure. I think it's fine. I think that, like I said, if you just want, let me see, because I didn't show you guys that. It's just like a little ball, and pop that on there, and yeah, you know. Like I said, I think it's a good representation. I think it looks good. I mean, I'm not gonna really complain about that. Like I said, it's not Joy Toy, and just to kind of give you a reason as to why I'm saying that is the Joy Toy it does a lot more, right? You know, from the shading to the paint. You know, the Joy Toys, they just do a whole lot more. And that's what you're paying for, even though I know some people are going to be like, look how much smaller that is. I promise you, this Joy Toy is better articulated, better engineered, better painted, better material. I'll say that. But, like I said, it's not really fair to compare Mcfarlane to Joy Toy because he's not trying to be Joy Toy. So, one thing I will point out, I don't know if this is just mine. Once this hammer's in there, he can't really keep his arm up. I can pose him with it in two hands though. So let's do that real quick. See what we can get here. Let's see if we can get a nice hammer pose. Give you guys something to. Alright. Let's see. How's that? That's quick. Yeah, I can do better with that leg though. Let's see. Let's see. Can we get it? Is he gonna do it? And yeah, there you go. So yeah, I think it's a good figure. I think it's fine. Like I said, the only real issue I have with it would be the paint. But I mean, you can clearly tell where I don't feel gypped. Let me say that. I think it's painted well enough. You're getting that, you know, helmet head. Wow, headless. Well, helmetless. Oh my God, I can't talk, y'all. So I like it. I recommend it. I think it's good enough, you know, especially if you're not looking to spend Joy Toy money, because Joy Toy is expensive, very expensive. So I think that if you just want this guy on your shelf, and maybe you don't even need everybody else, maybe you just want the one guy, this is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. So that being said, you guys know the saying. If you don't, here it is. If you like it, buy it. And if you don't, leave it on the shelf. Y'all have a good one.